us, Juanita, why are you here today?
I'm here to support all women of sexual abuse, but I'm here because I was asked, and I'm grateful to be asked to be here by the Media Equality Project, calling for the resignation of Conyers and Franken.
What do you think about top Democrats like Nancy Pelosi defending Conyers and Franken while they call for Roy Moore to step down?
Well, I don't think it's right. I don't think this should be a Democratic thing or a Republican thing. This should definitely be an individual victim thing.
What do you think about people who say, well, these claims are 20, 30, 40 years old against some of these high-powered politicians? And the women, why didn't they come forward 40 years ago or 30 years ago?
Okay, in my particular case, you're looking at Bill Clinton, that was the Attorney General, and you say, why didn't you report this to the police? He was the police, and then he became governor. My business, I own nursing homes, and my business was directly under the governor and the attorney general. I could have been closed down. My livelihood could have been gone forever. We could have been surveyed, there could have been false complaints come in, and I could have been closed. But again, it's still that aspect of embarrassment and the feeling of the retribution that you might receive. It was hard. We're in a different time now, thank God.
How has what happened to you with Bill Clinton changed your life?
Oh, it's changed it drastically. This affected my life for years. Not only being harassed and ridiculed by the media, but wondering and tippy-toeing around with a governor who was directly in control of my business. And little things, just like I had to change my church service. I was Episcopalian at the time, and in the 11 o'clock service, the main service, in the prayers of the Episcopal Church, they pray for the president, and they say, we pray for the president, Bill Clinton. And I couldn't take that anymore, so I moved to the 8 o'clock service because they only said president. And I can remember time after time when the priest would go through saying the prayers and not mention his name and just say president, my husband would squeeze my hand. It was just like one little battle won. That's just one example.
But Hillary Clinton seems to have gotten away with scandal after scandal, from Whitewater, email gate, now Uranium One. And Bill Clinton, they've been each other's accomplices. What would you like to see happen to Hillary Clinton? Or Bill?
I think it's happening to him now. I think their loss of power that we're seeing right now is very important. And I think that's why you see so many people coming out now to support me. These people in the media that downed me years ago, that said she's lying and would ridicule me, that are coming forward now, it's only because the Clintons are losing their power.
Can you elaborate a little bit about how Hillary Clinton played a role in affecting your life?
Hillary Clinton, approximately 2 to 3 weeks after the rape, personally threatened me. And this has been out there. I've had many interviews regarding this. Hillary Clinton came over to me. I had gotten to a fundraiser early. I wasn't going to stay for the fundraiser. I had dropped out of volunteering, but I needed to go. The friends that were holding the fundraiser were personal friends of mine. They did not know about the rape, and I went up to help them get ready, and then I was to leave. Hillary Clinton caught me before I was able to get out. Before she came over to me, the gentleman who drove them from the airport came over to me and said, the topic of the conversation the entire way from the airport was about you. And I froze. I didn't know hardly what to do. So I was trying to make my beeline to the front door, and all of a sudden here is Hillary Clinton between me and the front door. She comes to me with this gracious smile and says, hi, I'm Hillary Clinton, and it's so nice to know you, and I just want to thank you for everything that you do for Bill. And I just sort of nodded. I just wanted to get out of there. Because as she came to me, I thought, oh my God, here comes this poor woman that's married to that horrible man. So I started to leave and get out of there. And all of a sudden, she grabs a hold of my arm. I thought it was somebody behind me. I had no idea she had a hold of me. And she pulls me back to her. There's no smile on that face now. It's strictly a scowl, a horrible scowl. And she pulls me close to her and she says, "Do you understand everything you do?" I mean, I jerked my arm from that woman and I left immediately. I took it as a threat. At that moment, I thought she knew what happened to me. But, that was just how I felt then. I thought, my God, she knows what happened to me. Now I don't know. I don't know if he had discussed me with her and in a way that I was a willing participant, or if she actually knew the details. I don't know.
Is that your last encounter with her?
Oh, yes.
What's your message to young women here who might have been sexually harassed and don't want to speak up?
Okay. I get messages, probably up hundreds every week, from victims. And this is one huge part of my day now, is I answer every message. I do not let it go by whatsoever. I answer, if it's all possible, I answer all of them. And I think the main thing they need to do is to speak with someone close to them. But they also need to remember all of the details about what happened. Did they have any witnesses? Is there any physical evidence? And who have they told? But if they are in a desperate situation, then I'll try to help them. But the main thing is sit down, write down what happened to you. And then if it's necessary, come forward.